Hi, good day. I'm Rome Candasa, known as Roaming Rome of Roaming Rome blog site. So we're discussing now about blogging. So what is blogging? Actually, there's a lot of blogging, ways of blogging in right now. We have the full legitimate blogging, we have the microblogging and video blogging. For me, I'm doing the blogging by taking a journal about my travel. So it's a travel blogging site. So as a travel blogger, I used to travel around uh, destinations, travel some places, and maybe some heritage site. So my content mostly is about information, about the food, technology, about heritage, and about travel. So if you want to go blogging and you want to start about it, you should think first of your um, commitment. How do you commit yourself on blogging? If you want to plan to blog about your travel, you want to blog about your hobby, if you want to blog about something else that you have interested to, you need to be an expert of that. Or or else, if you want to go a professional blogging itself, you can be a writer for a product, a writer for a blog, a book, and anything, a review blog. So in blogging, you don't need to be a rocket scientist to do it. Actually, if you have a pen, if you have a computer, and you have proper use of your sentences and writing, and you know it's creative writing is you can do blogging. Actually, blogging is like taking journal of what you do every day and sharing it to the internet. So that's simple. That's it. All right. So number two, choosing good topic. So being a blogger, you should be familiar with the topic. And if you are familiar with the topic, you have a plenty of information and you also have know-how how to blog or how to write about the topic. Another thing is gathering um, essential information. Basically, if you have your basic knowledge, you have your know-how, you should also research. Why? In research, you can validate if that your knowledge is true and factual, right? There, hindi natin yan mamanipulate yung information. So basically, kailangan natin gawin is i-validate natin yung mga information na nag-gather natin sa field. Kagaya ko, uh, I do blogging, pumunta ako sa mga lugar, kinukwento ko yon, and at the same time, binavalidate ko sa mga research and sa mga valid documents or valid information. Somehow, that will reflect to your blog. Ibig sabihin, magiging reliable yung blog site mo. Pangalawa, to become a reliable or like a good article na may sulat mo, kailangan talaga meron kang keen eye for the grammar, how do you express yourself, how do you describe the topic, explain everything. Kumbaga parang ano nga dating nito, you're a writer on your own pace. Kumbaga, depende yan sa iyong commitment. Kung gusto mo talagang maging as a journal blogger, kagaya ginagawa ko, gusto mo maging professional blogger, dapat yun nga, you have know-how. And you should act professionally. Pangatlo, ang mga blogger kasi, it falls in sa beyond blogging. Sa blogging, marami diyang mga advertisement. Yung mga advertisement na yun na ginagawa is you can earn income from it. Ibig sabihin, if your blog is trusted, most visited, and marami na nag-follow sa'yo, yan ay minsan nilalagay ng ads or someone will ask you, Sir, ma'am, can I have your blog as my advertisement site? So, yun yung mga perks na makuha natin sa blogging. So, ako, aside from blogging kasi ginagawa ko rin, I'm doing it for my social media. I have like Instagram, I have Twitter, I have Facebook. So, ginagawa ko dyan is, kung ano ginagawa ko, yung pinupuntahan ko, ginagawa ko everyday, I post anything and like a trivia. So, we called it microblogging. Ang microblogging kasi hindi yan kailangan na kompleto yung information, just a small description, small na explanation nung ano mo, nung topic mo, okay na yon. Saka napaka-compact and convenient kasi ang microblogging. Bakit? Kasi karamihan sa mga tao ngayon, they don't have the luxury of time na magbasa ng mahahabang article. So, ako, sa microblogging, mas malaki yung reach and impact natin. So, that's why somehow, marami ang nag-follow sa atin. So, ang mga tips na mabibigay ko sa pag-vlogging, simple lang naman. Yun nga, do what you want. Kumbaga, isulat mo yung gusto mo. Kung ang ano mo lang naman is hobby mo or yung about sa environment or sa advocacy mo, mas madaling mo siyang mai-elaborate, mai-explain, mai susulat ng maigi. Kumbaga, yung message mo, madali mo siyang maipadala dun sa mga followers mo. Pangalawa, syempre, if you're doing a blog, humanap ka ng magandang platform. If you are into full blogging, yung talaga magsusulat ka, you should have a website. Yung website na yon, it's either na i-maintain mo siya or dapat meron ka talagang money or operational cost na mini-maintain ba dun sa blog mo. Pangatlo, sa blogging kasi, nagiging influence tayo sa iba. So ako, ang mga papapayo ko sa inyo, yung mga writers, especially yung mga journalism students, na they're planning to write an article or a news or anything. Kasi any write-up from the internet right now, this generation, is deemed to be true lagi. Kumaga parang i-post mo dyan, isang issue, pinost mo na yan, akala ng mga tao, totoo kagad. Kasi tayo ngayon is nasa copy-paste generation, or sabi nga nila is millennial generation, which is everyone is living with convenience. Kumbaga, kung ano yung mabasa nila, they thought na tama na yun, hindi na sila mag-validate. Ako for example, nung election, nagka-campaign tayo kay Vice President Leni Robredo. So, syempre may mga bashers, and then meron talaga mga likers naman, di ba? So, yung mga article na natin, sinishare natin sa blog natin or sa page natin sa social media, I have a responsibility na parang information na yon is talagang validated, may factual, hindi siya edited or anything, para yung mga tao nag-follow sa'yo, yung perception mo na yon, ma-follow din nila. Kumbaga parang being a blogger kasi is also and sharing your advocacy. Ang ginagawa natin, lalo ako, yung sa environment, pati yung sa travel, ina-advocate natin na, yun nga, magkaroon tayo ng tamang information about that. Yung balikan natin yung sa politics, marami kasing mga satire news ngayon, I don't want to mention the blog sites, na nagbibigay ng information about satire o satirical. Ibig sabihin nun, it's like propaganda na parang walang basis. It's like they want to attack something, they want to provide information na hindi naman validated. So, yun yung mga dapat natin na gawin, lalo yung mga journalist na mga students, dapat mag-uphold tayo sa truthfulness at saka sa integrity ng ating mga sinusulat. Pangapat, sa blogging kasi, actually, marami yung mga kaibigan natin na hindi na nagtatrabaho ng regular because of blogging. So, ibig sabihin nun, kapag ikaw po is nag-vlog na, pwede kang kumita at home. Marami kasi ngayon mga restaurants, hotels, travel agencies, airline companies na nagbibigay na ng mga call it fees or professional fees dun sa mga vlogger because they're writing something good for the product. So, if you're good in writing, if you have the luxury of time to write it, yung mga full blog, you can have this blogging. Actually, ako, medyo ubos yung oras. Actually, wala nga ako sa inyo ngayon. Pasensya na po. Pero, ngayon, yung ating pagbablog kasi, na microblogging, somehow, you can share what you're thinking. You can share what you believe in. Kumbaga, parang, nangyayari, naging inspiration ka ng iba. So, sa pagbablog, kapag inspiration ka kasi, syempre meron kang talagang responsibility dun sa mga audiences mo na you share something na which is talaga namang totoo at sa mapapakinabangan nila. Panglima, um, kung gagawa kayo ng vlog, syempre make it unique, make it simple, and make it practical. Kumbaga, ang gagawin mo dyan, yung merong, yung, alam mo yon kakaiba sa iba, na mapakinabangan ng iba. Parang, iba nga, may mababasa kayong mga vlog na parang, yung mga hacks, daily hacks, or yung life hacks. Ibig sabihin, yung mga tips, how to do something, how to, parang, yun nga, yung parang tutorials, di ba? Sa akin, sa pag-travel ko, sa advocacies ko, how to go to the place, bibigay mo yun sa information mo. Even though sa microblog, kailangan meron talagang complete information yan. So, to reach ang maraming audiences on vlogging, kailangan nyo pong gawin is ganito lang naman. Social media. Social media is a powerful tool. Actually, it was used and abused na ngayon, sa panahon ngayon, to share information and also to share propaganda. So, ang social media po, if you're doing vlog, mag-start ka sa social media, write something, maglagay ka doon ng mga pictures to describe yung yung article, yung sinusulat mo. Tapos, gawin mo, magbigay ka ng mga information. Start on that, may mga nag-like, may mga nag-share, that's ibig sabihin you're successful. Ibig sabihin may mga tao interested dun sa vlog mo. Yung pang-anim naman po, sa vlogging kasi, ayun nga, hindi mo talaga kailangan ng sobrang technical. Kumbaga parang, do what you want. Express mo yung sarili mo. Halimbawa, may gusto kang teleserye. Gusto mo yung, pinanood mo yung Barcelona, di ba? You can write a blog, or even a microblog, nag-review ka about the movie or promoting the movie. Pero, lagyan mo pa rin ng disclaimer. I am not a movie reviewer. I'm not a professional movie critic. Pero, this is my point of view about the movie. Yun lang naman. Sa panahon ngayon ng social media generation, madali tayo mag-share ng thoughts. Kumbaga, it's the way how we share the thoughts. And if the thoughts are talagang legit or talagang you want to influence others na tama ba to or mali. So, we have everything naman. We have Facebook, we have Instagram, we have Twitter, we have the internet to share yung mga information na meron tayo. So, thank you very much for taking your time. Sorry hindi ako nakapunta sa inyong event, but definitely I'll be visiting Partido State University sa mga next activities ninyo. So, iiwanan ko lang sa inyo yung aking credo, ipinaniniwalaan ko sa aking mga advocacies. Siyempre, before you transform yourself into influencing others, una, gagawin mo, mag-explore ka muna. Pangalawa, be aware of the surroundings, ano yung mga nakikita mo. Pangatlo, magkaroon ka ng commitment. Kung may nakita kang mali, may nakita kang tama, you do to commit na may magbago or may tama ka. Pang-apat, create a positive change. Ibig sabihin, hindi man lang yan na gawa mo yung change sa buong lugar, sa community, create a change in yourself. Kumbaga parang, you cannot change the world on your own. Pero you can inspire others to do the change for you. Ibig sabihin nun, pag meron kang napabago na isa, and naging domino effect yon, it will be a big change for us, di ba? So, maraming salamat po sa pakikinig. Yung mga organizers po, congratulations po sa inyong event. And I hope I can speak in front of you soon sa mga events ninyo. So, ito nga po ulit si Rome Candasa. Roaming Rome po ang aking blog name ng Roaming Rome at blogspot.com po. And if you want to follow me on Facebook, ang account ko po is Rome Candasa, R-O-M-E, Candasa. And then, ang aking page po is Roaming Rome Knows Travel. Ito po yung aking travel outfit kung gusto nyo sumama sa aking mga tours. And nag-organize po ako ng mga tours. Ito po, all around Bicol. And yung aking blog site po na I started, yun po sa mga information po. If you want to know about me further, you can follow Roaming Rome page. Ayan po yung mga advocacies ko, mga trivias na ginagawa natin. So, I think that's it. Thank you for listening. Again, good day sa inyo lahat.